Good morning, y'all. Welcome to Scratch Kitchen. I hope wherever you are staying nice and warm. Here in Southeast Michigan, it is cold, wet, and miserable. Alright, guys. Our menu for this week was supposed to be chicken gravy over toast and veggies for today, but you know what? It's still cold and miserable. I think it's going to be chicken and dumplings. That is something Antonia absolutely loves that I make. And as hard as that kid works at Kroger, I think that's the least I can do for her. Alright. Monday, salad and tuna cakes. I'm still on the fence about that. You know what? I think we have some chicken patties in there. So I know I do. And we got some rolls. So, yeah, we're going to do chicken, make your own takeout chicken sandwich like Burger King does, which is one of her favorite things. I can't believe I'm gonna have 3 make your own takeout videos next week. Oh my god! Because Tuesday is make your own takeout famous potato bowl, and it is delish. All right, Wednesday. We do veggies and cut some kind of dip, pasta and sauce. She'll love that. Thursday, salad and hoagies. Friday, we're supposed to be NYC style pizza. I don't know. Honestly, I'm so over pizza at this point. 3 Fridays straight, we had pizza in some form or another. I'm over it. And Saturday, we leftovers because again, I am the only one home on Saturday. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed the Jarred Up January. I know I certainly have. And I can't believe Friday is going to be the last one. Wow. This month has just zipped right by. I feel like I'm going to have tired tracks from from Big Mac on my back. With the big 18-wheelers. I am considering doing like a live chat once a week. If that's something you'd be interested in, please comment below. I would love to know. Because, I'm set like an hour aside to do this. And even if I don't get a few people, okay. I'm not to the point where I can use that top chat. I never will use it. Even if I do get to the point where I can, I won't use it. That's just the way it is. I've talked about this on Anarchy Land before. I don't want your money. Okay? Really, I don't. I came across an article through Ice Age Farmer Christian, and apparently Whole Food Mart is having a lentil shortage. There's a lentil shortage in this country. Instead of giving me your money, take that money and get yourself some lentils, some beans, some rice, and just put a courtesy of Tracy. I don't care, okay? We need to get ourselves together and ready for the food shortage that we're going to see. It's going to be a gradual thing. But then next thing you know, it's going to be massive. I mean, just huge. So, I will see you guys tomorrow with a make your own takeout replica of Taco Bell Mexican pizza. Oh yes, this is very good, and Sarge is in it as well because he is the resident quality control. I'll see you guys later. Good morning, Anarchy Land. This is Tracy, and wherever you are, I hope you're warm, dry, and cozy. Here in Southeast Michigan, it is 33 degrees, rainy, cold, and miserable. Welcome to life in the Northland, right? Do you want to build a snowman? No, I want to build a snow biker. Let's move on to our stories. This week, I'm calling this The Truth Will Get Through. Alright. Earlier this month, we seen an attack on our base over in Iraq, which was retaliation from killing a top general. Okay, you cannot kill a top general or commander of a foreign nation without repercussions. It's not going to happen. Seriously, it's not. Trump took to Twitter and said there were no casualties, and he was very happy with the results. Okay, except that's completely wrong. It was irresponsible. Not that I'm surprised. Within hours of the attack, according to Euronews, a source they had on the ground, there was at least 11 soldiers moved that night and treated. And since then, there's been more. Like, I think 18 more of them. There's been a total of 34 casualties with traumatic brain injuries. But yet, we didn't get any casualties. First of all, if you've never been on a military base, okay, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you right now. My late father was Army, right? And part of his privilege was he could, even though he was retired, he was honorably discharged in 71, which meant he could go on any military base in the country and go to like commissary, doctors, and if he wanted to, he could put me in school there. But they didn't. They didn't live close enough to the air base in Blytheville, Arkansas. But we did live close enough to go over to the commissary. And we would. Now, when you first pull up to a base, you have these interesting looking folks. They're called MPs, military police. Nobody, and I mean nobody, gets on or off that base without them knowing and having a record of it. Get what I'm saying here? They had a record of everybody that was moved and treated. They had a record of the next bunch that was taken out and treated off the base. Had to go through the MPs. Then some were sent to Kuwait, some went on to Germany. So we have American soldiers going to American bases to get treated, but there's no casualties, there's no records of it, there's nothing. Who do you people think you are? We are not as stupid as you think we are. Especially those of us who grew up around people in the military and know this stuff. You better find another avenue to push this crap down, because it ain't going here. Now, his wonderful plan for peace does nothing more than a plan for disaster. What is wrong with this plan? Well, here it is. Next week, got Netanyahu, his rival Gantz, are going to be at the White House to discuss the deal of the century. It's just another way to screw over Palestine and basically do away with the Palestinian state altogether. That is what it is. What's going to happen if this goes through. I don't expect Palestine to willingly sign it. And I say this because this is a complicated situation. So let me address this right now. My opinion of the Israeli government is about the government. It is about their behavior. So what I'm going to say, do not come at me with that anti-Semitic bullshit. That is not what this is. This is about a government that has been allowed to just absolutely destroy another government. In 1947, that whole area we now know as Israel was Palestine. And over the years, they've chipped away, stole and stole more land from the Palestinian people. God Himself made it clear that when He wanted them to go back, He would send them back. He didn't send them back. Rothschilds stole every piece of land they could. What they couldn't steal, they had to buy, they bought. And then it went from Palestine to Israel. There is no more Palestine left. I mean, it's very little. Now, what is going to happen here is there's going to be more. There's going to be permanent militarized occupation, which means there will be more oh God. It's disgusting what's being done here. There will be more children, Palestinian children, murdered every day, and it'll be perfectly acceptable. The old deal that Yogi Allen's regional scheme that created the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and Gaza in 1967 included a permanent militarization that will stay in effect, maximum land for Jews, minimum Arabs, dispossessing Palestinians from areas Israel wants for exclusive Jewish development and use, annexing all valued parts of Judah and Samaria, controlling Jerusalem as Israel's exclusive capital, establishing settlements and military bases, free fire zones, which means they can fire into anytime they want, commercial locations, tourist sites, nature reserve, yada yada yada. It's all Jewish. Stealing Palestinian resources like water, and cracking down hard on resistors, which means the Palestinians that try to stand up and say no were shot down and murdered in cold blood right in front of their families. Now, this deal that Trump is working on is not going to be any better. It's going to be just as bad, if not worse. I honestly don't. I hope. My prayer is that there will be a leader in the Arab world who will finally stand up for the Palestinian people and say no, no more. No more occupying them, no more dispossessing them, no more stealing their land, no more. Because if they don't do this now, the King of Jordan, King Solomon, Saudi Arabia, leader of Lebanon, whatever the hell your name is, you're next. You will be next. Mark my words, my friend. You're going to be next. There's not much left of Palestine, and Lebanon was on the list of 7 countries to take down in 5 years. Netanyahu has already expressed a desire to annex more land from Jordan. They already have farmers that are illegally farming on Jordanian land. And this path is dangerous. King Solomon of Saudi Arabia, he sees a light at the end of the tunnel. He realizes Netanyahu is lower than a snake's ass, and he will turn on him when it suits him. He will throw Saudi Arabia under the bus just like that. He'll do it to anyone. Even the Israeli citizens are not exempt from him selling them out. If you think you are, you had better think again. I'm going to stop here because honestly, this whole situation, and keep in mind, while Netanyahu and Gantz is going to be at Washington next week, nobody from Palestine has been invited. No one. They're not going to have any representation whatsoever. Their deal is to be put on the desk and told, sign or else. Again, somebody in the Arabic community over there had better step up, man up, or you're going to be next. I'll see you guys later.